got everything. Got lunch boxes, drinks, children. Check. Right, let's go. Good morning. It's the 5th of December and I'm tired. I'm on my own today. Mark's in the office, although he had a bit of a stressful start because he woke up, checked his trains, which he normally would do, and realised that the train he normally gets is cancelled, but he pre-books his tickets to save money, and obviously he didn't want to like waste it, so he literally jumped out of bed and basically ran out the door to get the earlier one, which he made. So go Mark, he must have run there, because he always like walks to the station. We've only got one car, so we tend to leave it with the partner who is with the kids, plus the kids have got swimming later. And yeah, so it's just me today, and I've got editing to do mainly, which will be nice. I quite like an editing day. I've got a bit of filming to do, but editing's quite nice because I don't feel the need to sort of turn it on as much. It's hard because in the moment right now I'm just talking and there's 2 cats and a dog in the room, and I'm not, you know, I don't have stage fright with them, but my mind can't help but like wander to the point of you watching it, and then I get like stage fright a little bit. And when I do sit down videos, and I feel like the pressure even more, whereas vlogging's a little bit different because I feel like I can just go, hey, this is how I am today, yada yada. But editing is just quite peaceful, and I quite like the method of that, and I like, especially with vlogs, getting all the content and bringing it together in a way that for me is beautiful. So I really enjoy that. And what I've been doing is that I film like longer vlogs, which you've seen a couple of, and you'll see this one, but I've also done, like yesterday I filmed a mini vlog, like a reel type thing instead, and I think it's quite a nice balance for me, because instead of trying to feel like I'm doing something every single day on every single platform, I can kind of split it up, which I think is a good approach. Because when I've done Vlogmas in years past, like I took one child to school, I had babies with me all day, I edited a bit while they napped, but our evenings were very quiet because we had really young children. They weren't off out on like adventures together. It's like tonight there's something called Christmas Festival, like a Christmas fest, and it happens every year. And we always go and we love it, and it warms the heart. It's very special, especially when you live, like where I grew up, it was a village when I was little. It's probably more of a town now, but if you're a local and you've been here for a long time, you always call it the village. And it's got a real community about it, and I think events like that, or say like the bonfire night display and other things throughout the year, it really makes me appreciate like that community that I've grown up in my whole life. So I'm looking forward to that. But that said, you know, Bill's got a girlfriend, which I used to like, a girlfriend that you would have when you're 11, and he absolutely adores her and he's really happy, and his best mate is also got a girlfriend with one of her best mates. So tonight they're going to the Christmas fest, they're going to meet up and hang out together. She's the first year that like my child hasn't been with me, but it's something I'm learning that is part of your kids growing up. And while there were days where I missed the days from before, it's also beautiful in a way because I get to live through his excitement of doing new things and having independence, and that's special too. And yeah, I'm experiencing Christmas differently this year, not only because I'm more aware this year that my children are growing up, mainly because of Bill and the change in high school. Everyone always says like you don't realise how much they're going to change when they start high school, and it's true. Not a bad thing, by the way. Like, I don't want to put doom and gloom on that. It's just a completely different stage of parenting. But this year, obviously, I am feeling emotional about my granddad. I guess, to be honest, we all are sort of expecting that this may be his last Christmas, and you know, I can't talk about it too much because I will just cry and cry and cry, but it's a different way of feeling, because I can still feel the magic, and I still feel the love, and I still feel the appreciation, but there's like a tinge of sadness around it, or just the realization that these years are not guaranteed, and life goes so quickly, especially that alongside the fact that I'm so aware that my eldest child is really growing up now, and it makes me reflective about like how Christmas can be such a heavy time sometimes and like so busy, but then you don't realize like we don't actually get all that many, do we, in the way that we do when we're parents to younger children. It all goes so fast, and I think I'm just in a state at the moment where I feel like I'm looking at everything with different eyes. And don't get me wrong, I've had some sad Christmases, mainly with co-parenting, like relationship breakdown. There have been Christmases where I've cried and cried and cried, and then we've had they've always still been special, and we've had some really beautiful Christmases too. And I think I'm just really urging myself to appreciate what there is now and not worry about whether it's good enough or whether I've got this or that, because I think sometimes there's this real view of people that work online in this sort of capacity that we've got our shit together and life is just perfect, and it's really a foreign concept for me, because that's just not the case. And I do romanticize my life because there are times in my life that have taught me to romanticize what I have, and I'm grateful for those harder times. So I'm very, very in love with the small moments and stuff like that. And I don't really know what I'm getting at today, but I don't want to do these vlogs and just be like, oh yeah, we're going to do this today. I want to talk, and I want to talk about the ups and downs and how Christmas can still be hard, but there can still be beauty in it, and you know that there's so much love to be found. And I don't care if that's cheesy, because it's just how I feel. But anyway, I did the school run, is what I'm trying to say, and there's a new bakery that's opened up, and I thought today was their first day, so I thought I'm gonna go, because you want to support a local business. It's always scary, isn't it, that first day that you're open, like will people come? So I got myself a flat white, which is fastly going cold, so I need to reheat that. I got the kids some madeleines, which are in this bag actually, and they look like this, little chocolate ones, but they're all like properly baked, like, you know, a proper bakery. So I got that for them later. And then for me, which is very unusual because I'm not a sweet breakfast person at all, I got an almond croissant, but it is, I don't know if you can really see because it's laden with like sticky almond goodness, but there are flaky layers, and the smell is like nothing I have ever smell in my life. I'm so excited to eat that. I can't do it on camera though because it looks messy. But yeah, so today it's just going to be me cracking on with a bit of Christmas at the end when we go to the Christmas festival thing, and I'm very much here for that. So I'm going to go and eat my croissant in peace now. So I'm just popping on quickly to tell you all about Sky, or getting together with friends, or simply watching Christmas.
All the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow.
So it's been a really boring day for me, and I haven't filmed much. I know I haven't, but it's just what am I supposed to do? Just film a few hours of me sat at a computer or something. It's not. This is what I mean when I find it hard. I've edited a reel today. I've been editing some videos. I've also been filming some brand content, which is another thing I can't really show you, but I can spin you around and sort of talk to you about the prep that I've been doing, like on my lunch break and just now before I go and pick up the kids, because I'm trying to be organised, because we've got swimming lessons after school. Bill's got one of his clubs after school. Then I need to get everybody home. Obviously they're going to be all like wet from swimming, so I've got to give them a shower at the swimming baths, get them dressed, get them fed, get us out the door. I want to try and finish off a bit of work later. Whether or not that's going to be possible, God only knows. And yeah, let me show you what I've done to try and help myself out, which is what I do a lot during my lunch break, which is, I understand, a privilege working from home. But one sec. Okay, so first things first, I've started prepping like packed lunches. Obviously they've got their lunch boxes at school, so I can't put them in yet, but all of this non-refrigerated-y bits, or like I've literally just put it out, it'll be fine. I'm going to switch those over when they get home. So that's all ready. The sandwiches are in the fridge, which I've just bagged up in some paper bags for now. I've prepped a yogurt and mint sauce. Got hummus for later as well, and I've prepped some like herbs and salad. We haven't got any cucumber or tomatoes left, so we'll probably have to grab that at some point, don't know when. Made some giant couscous. So that's all done. One thing you can't see here actually, because they're in the other fridge, are some kofta, which I've made, lamb kofta, which I've just popped in the fridge for now, and I'm going to cook off later. They're in the fridge in the utility room, but I'm in a rush, so let's just keep moving. I've got their swimming gear, their little like sliders, and an Oodie each, which is what they come home, take the uniform off. I fold that and put it on the stairs ready to take up tomorrow, unless it's dirty, in which case it'll go in the wash. They get changed quickly into that because it's easy to chuck on and off. Then we go swimming. We have like the swim towels. I've got changes of clothes in here for afterwards. Normally I will put them back into these with some pajamas, but as we're going out later on, I can't do that. So I've got like jeans and a Christmas jumper each, because I know in my children they'll want to be festive for the little Christmas festival thing tonight. So that's that done. I've given in here like just a quick run around, like tidy up, just because, you know, like when you've been out rushing around all day, or like you've been out for a bit and you just come home and then the house is like what I would refer to as a shit tip. I just like doing myself a favour, you know, like it took me a few seconds just to puff these up, and that's that done. These were my snowballs actually that I was munching on last night. There's still some left, so they can go in the fridge. And then the last thing that I need to do is just get myself sorted. And what do I need to do? I need to get my trainers on and my coat on. I've got an after school snack for the kids, which is a Madeleine I don't know how you say it, from the bakery earlier. I've got my bag. I've got a bag for life in case I nip to get those cucumber and tomatoes, which I think I might do after I pick the kids up. And then, yeah, it's just time to run around like a blue ass fly now. Can't wait.
A sunny day, but it's cold outside. It tingles in my heart. Breathing air that clears my mind. I'm all for a good start. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why.
Okay, so it's 5:28. I was going to say 17:28, that's why I said 7. Marcus literally just got home. We got back from swimming, and loads changed while I was in those swimming baths, because we've got Bill's report. for like his first term, which was amazing. He'd done so well, but I wasn't expecting that, so I was like reading it poolside like, oh my god. So that was really cool. And then Daisy's just moved up to stage 6, so this is her stage 5 qualification, and now she'll be on to stage 6, which is just madness. But it also means that my perfectly curated cheese day after school time has now gone to the dogs, because Stan's was just before 4 and then Daisy's was at 4, but now Stan's just before 4 and Daisy's at 5:25, and what I'm going to do in that gap, God only knows. I think they're just going to be eating hot dogs or fresh pasta or beans on toast on cheese days very regularly until that changes, because I'm not going to have much time for much else. But it is good, and I was just like, let's just stick to cheese day. Let's make cheese day swim hell day rather than spreading it out throughout the week, because otherwise it just gets more complicated. The kofta have just come out the oven. I've done some backup fish fingers as well, just in case it doesn't go down very well, because I want tonight to be a good night. Bill and Daisy will have no problem with them, but Stan will be like, what is that? He'll probably try it, but whether or not he decides he likes it is another thing entirely. So we've got backup fish fingers, which I will reveal if it goes wrong. And then hopefully we can go out and have a nice time. That's my plan. I don't want anything to go wrong. I just want us to have fun. And yeah, I will show you what is on the table. Actually, I'll show you how I've prepped everything and put it all together. Okay, so we've got kofta in here, flatbreads that warmed up in the oven, wrapped in tin foil, hummus, olives, pickled cabbage and pickled onions, cucumber and tomato, lettuce, and then a mixture of parsley and coriander, some feta, the yogurt and mint dip that I made, which has been marinating in the fridge, so that'll be really tasty by now, and then some giant couscous, and then, because my children are savages, ketchup and mayo. But that is our dinner, and I just need to get everybody drinks. If you hear screaming, my husband has made my children very hyper. It's 6:20 now. Mark is, I think he hid. I think they were playing hide and seek, and they genuinely couldn't find him, so they lost their tiny minds. And we're gonna go in about 40 minutes, so I just thought, right, I'm gonna keep working, which is a bit like, I'm really tired, but I just feel like at the moment, if I've got the opportunity to get something done, I might as well do it, because I just feel a little bit of Christmas overwhelm. So on Thursday, I am going to my management Christmas do down in London, which is not loads of travelling, but it's a fair bit of travelling for a Thursday. And basically I'll have a lovely time, but I am just one of those people, I have it ingrained in me that whenever I'm doing something like that, I need to be ahead so it doesn't put me behind. I need to be organised, and then I'm always just sat there thinking like, God, I could be getting this done now, and I will have a really nice time when I'm not like boring. I feel like it's coming across the wrong way, but I know on the train, for example, I'll just be thinking, oh, I could be doing that right now, and because I don't do well sat still. But it will be fun, but I must admit I'm very nervous, because it's been a long time since I've been to something like this. I didn't go last year because my granddad was in hospital at the time. So I'm glad to be going, and I know it'll be really fun. It'll be nice to see some familiar faces, but equally I haven't seen some of those faces face to face since before COVID, when I used to be in London a lot with work. A lot when the kids were younger, but it just doesn't happen the same way anymore. Yeah. So I'm thinking of all these little things, and I've got like, for example, like my desk is such a mess. Like, people always go, I don't know how your house is so tidy. You should see my desk. But so Bill has a girlfriend now, and he's come up with an idea. He wants to do a burr basket for her Christmas. He's what a great boyfriend. She's got a little list of things he wants to get, and there was some bits that I like already had, because I do get some PR stuff from Garnier, and I had a load of face masks. So I've got a couple of face masks and an eye mask for her to use. So another thing he wrote down was skincare. So when Mark was in Manchester today, he got the Lush Groovy Fairy, which is like the Snow Fairy bath bomb but in a fairy shape. So we've got that, and then he wants, like, I've got a little basket already that I can put everything in, and he wants to get like a hot chocolate mix and some like sweet treats and stuff, and then a little cozy blanket, which I can obviously do and like help him out with sorting. But like, I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about like videos I need to film, brand videos that I'm waiting for approval on or are scheduled for this week. Thinking about like presents, stockings, events, activity calendar, like what are we doing? And then I think we've got like my friend's son round tomorrow, like Bill's best mate Noah. He's coming round because they're out for a little bit, so he's coming for tea, which will be nice. And it'll be actually quite nice because the kids will eat separately from us, because it's like a play day then, and they've known Noah for years since they were born, like Daisy and Stan, so they all get on really well. So that'll be nice, and they'll be excited tomorrow, and it'll probably give me a little bit of space to catch up here and there with like little jobs. But you know, when you're just a bit like, oh, and I know you know what I mean, because I think it's just Christmas overwhelm. Like, you want it so much to be perfect and magical, but then at the same time I just feel like I'm wearing myself into the ground a little bit. But we do have our flooring's being fitted from the start of next week. I mean, I'm excited, but so we've got to clear the whole house this weekend. Well, like this bit anyway. Okay, so there's that. I was going to say it'll be fine. No, it won't. My mum gets her dog though, Kenny, little puppy, on Sunday, which would be nice and very exciting because we just love a puppy. And what I was getting at was that next weekend, not this one but next one, we are in Leeds to watch Peter Kay, because that was the only tickets that we could get at the time. So we're making a weekend of it. So Mark's got, there's a hotel booked, and we're going to go to a nice restaurant that we found with some drinks and just have a really good time, which I'm really looking forward to. But I feel like I can only enjoy that if the house is back together from the flooring being done. So next week's going to be interesting. Would you like me to vlog it? Anyway, I'm going to hurry up and finish off what I'm doing, and then I will end this vlog with some festivities.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good